YouTube, what's good? Be sure to Dev. And welcome, guys, to episode 37. I'm gonna call it 37 and a half of the Soccer Manager 2018 Road to Glory series with Tours FC. And it's the transfers episode. It's the second half of the episode that should have been on the one that went up Friday. I explained in the housekeeping episode work, kicked my ass, and it kicked my ass on Saturday too. I was supposed to put this up Saturday, but I came in, I crashed, I was done. So we've got the transfers done, like as far as figuring out who we're going to let you guys vote. And I'm also going to start this off by talking about what we're going to do for next season. We've got, as I simulated to get these scouting reports done, we A, got more cash, 62.49 million pounds, and B, we learned some stuff about our next season. First thing I want to point out, sad news, Brian Bergenou has retired. So big ups to Bergenou, a lot of service from him. I believe he was, not this past season, but the last Ligue 2 season, he was the 12th man of the season. Long serving of Tours FC, one of the originals, one of the players that was on this squad when I took them over originally in that first season all those months ago. Played an integral part in the first Ligue 2 campaign. He played a good role in the second. He was more of a reserve in the first Ligue 1 campaign, our championship winning campaign. And he is to retire with a Ligue 1 title, something that I bet you like he wouldn't have imagined, right? Bergenou retiring, playing Ligue 2, Tours SC, retiring with a Ligue 1 title with that club. So good stuff from that. Big ups to Brian Bergenou. Now, talking about stuff for the season, the chairman invested 2.7 million in Tours. We got 1.75 for season tickets. We're expected to finish in the top half of the table, which I'm sure we can do, especially with some of the transfer options that are available for you guys to vote on. We're going to get a bypass first round of Coupe de la Ligue and the Coupe de France. We're going to be playing Monaco in the French Shield. They won the Coupe de... I can't remember if they won the Coupe de la Ligue or the Coupe de France. They might have won both, if we're going to be honest. We play Angers in the first match at home. We get 390K after each match as far as TV revenue, and we've got our scouting reports done. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to move and show you the categories that we're going to have for transfers and allow you guys to vote. So without further ado, we're going to move forward to that. All right, guys, the first category I'm going to allow you guys to vote on is forwards that we're going to sign and then immediately loan out. We did this once already with Oriol Busquets during the last January window. I let you guys vote. Oriol Busquets came in, we signed him on, we sent him out immediately on loan. He got some good game time. I got a lot of players suggested from you guys that were forwards and they were good, but they were young and they weren't going to get any minutes and they were going to get buried in the lineup. So I wanted to get those guys in because they look like they could develop into great players, and I just want to get them out on loan. So the first player is, at least on my list, is Gianfiete Arp. Arp is currently at Amberg. He could go on to become a fantastic player. That's why, I'm looking at these guys. I looked at that scout report to see, like, could he become a fantastic player or not. He does have 58 finishing, which is decently high. He's also got 84 pace and 76 leadership and good work rate and strength. So he's not like the weakest player. He's got good pace and strength as well as decent aerial ability. So he could go on to become a great player if he gets some game time and gets allowed to develop some of those more technical aspects. So Arp is the first player. The second player on my list will be Patrick Cutrone, another suggested player, I believe, from AC Milan. He's got a lot of decent statistics already. He's just, like I said, he's going to get buried in the lineup. He would be our fourth string. Even with the team, how his team is set up now, he'd be the fourth string forward. And he's got a lot of good things, so I'm pretty sure I can send him out and he'd get him a lot of good minutes at a lot of clubs. And if we, some other things as we'll talk about later in the episode, he could end up being the fifth string forward. So I definitely want to get him out there, get him some game time. Next up is, as suggested by you guys, Timothy Weah, son of George Weah, of course. And his whole thing is he's got the physical skills. You see it down there, 84 pace and 81 strength. It's just he's lacking technical. He's only 20 though, so I get him out there on a loan to a good club that can get him some minutes, and he can get those technical skills right on up, and then he'll do some training with us. All kinds of beautiful things. So Weah could be another player for the future, and also taking a player from the future from a French rival, PSG. And the final player is Vinicius Jr. at Real Madrid, 19. He's already grown a ton since, because he was requested to me probably during the second Ligue 2 campaign. Somebody said get Vinicius Jr. and his value was only like 400 something thousand pounds, and now he's already at 2.2 million. So Vinicius Jr. I believe could grow a ton if we went ahead and brought him in. He's already got decent technical abilities. He's also got great pace and stamina, so don't have to worry about having to keep him in and out of rotation once he grows and develops some of his technical skills more. So there's pluses and minuses to all of these players. I'm going to put the poll up now so you can vote. Which forwards are we going to sign and then loan out? Vinicius Jr., Timothy Weah, Jean-Fiete Arc, or Patrick Catrone? Next up, we're going to look at center backs for depth reasons. The specific reason I'm getting these guys is because I need players for depth concerns. We end up running out of usable center backs, and if we're going to be playing, we're going to hopefully get some deep cup runs. We're going to go for another league title, and we're going to have Champions League matches to play. So we're going to need depth at all positions, and we have a lot of midfield depth. We got decent forward depth. If you got players who can move around at fullback, we need center backs. We had Gomez, Monte, and that's it. We sold Briancon because he was being a little bit of a pain. He wanted to leave, so I sold him. Got some cash for that. So we need some players to replace him. So we're going to, I got three for you guys to choose from. First one is Boubacar Kamara at Marseille, another French rival that we can take one of their good, young, talented players. Again, this is for depth. This player is not going to get signed and loaned out. He's going to be signed and rotated around the bench. Boubacar Kamara, he's already got yellow level defensive attributes, the main three: marking, positioning, tackling. He's also got decent aggression and good concentration, so I don't think he'll do a lot of dumbass fouls. His composure could use a little bit of going up though, but he's only 20 years old. Could go on to become a world-class player. Actually, I'm not sure. Is my face cam, I keep referencing that. Good, my face cam does not block that. He's also got extremely good pace for a center back, 87 pace and 76 strength. So he's got all the physical skills there as well. So Boubacar Kamara is a good one. Take him away from a French rival, Marseille. The next one is a French man who probably would like to come back home, and that is Benjamin Pavard at Stuttgart. Already yellow level on the defensive attributes, 71 marking, 71 tackling, 60 positioning, which is all good. Not as fast as Kamara, only 44 pace, but he has a higher work rate at 78, which is good. And his defensive stats are already higher than Kamara's as well. Now, the last player is, let me get him. It is, I'm not sure if that's Thilo or Thilo Kerer at Schalke. Yellow level on the defense stats. Again, not the fastest center back, but the stamina and the work rate are high, which are good indicators for me. Also, decent amount of aggression and concentration. So those are my three guys. Poll going up now. Vote between Pavard, Kamara, and Kerer. Next up, we're going to look at starting center backs. I want to replace Nelson Monte with a new starting center back, so that way Monte can kind of be the third center back, come in as a sub, rotate when one of the starters is tired, play in when one of the starters is tired. And the first choice for that is Kaglar Soyuncu. We've got he's got 82 positioning, which is good. He also has the 82 stamina, high aggression and good leadership, good composure as well, so I doubt he'll make a lot of dumb tackles. Probably won't get a lot of cards. 70 marking as well. So I really like Soyuncu. He also is a little bit more, as you can see, with the secondary positions. You can play defensive mid as well. So he also is a versatile player as well. Next up is Jesus Vallejo at Real Madrid, 23, 80 positioning as well, is decent marking and tackling. He also has 90 work rate, which is an extremely good work rate, 76 aggression, and good composure and concentration as well. Playing at Real Madrid definitely helps out with that. He can come in, he could be a starter off the rip. Next up, another Madrid target, Lucas Hernandez at Atleti, 75 overall at 24 years old. Unfortunately, all these players are pretty, like, they can come in and be starters for us immediately. They are extremely cheap, I guess is the word to say. Like, they're not expensive as I thought they would be. So we got 82 marking, yellow level tackling and positioning. Also, he's got flair for a defensive, you know, for a center back. That flair in the green is cool. Also, good work rate and strength, as well as decent aerial ability, so he'll be able to stop crosses coming into the box. As well as just green level leadership and aggression, just all kinds of intangible skills that are at a very high level. And the last player, one that you all have certainly heard of, is Victor Lindelof at Man United, 25 years of age. The one thing I do want to point out, it does say here in his profile, he may not be interested in joining the club, which I can understand. Coming from the Premier League to Ligue 1 is seen as a backward step for some people, and if he's getting good game time at United, he may not want to come. But he is only 9 million, so we could put in a bid that's like ridiculously good. And Man United would be like, sure, let's bring him in. I will admit, he also is probably the best overall with the 82 marking and tackling, as well as 70 positioning, 82 pace, 82 work rate. Lindelof is probably the best of the options available to us, but it's kind of a definite matter of will he come if we're able to make that signing. As always, if you guys suggest the top player and we can't get him in, I'll just move one down. So, you know, that's just how it's going to happen. So if you put Lindelof up top and we can't get him, we'll move down to whoever got voted second. Go ahead and put the poll up now. Soyuncu. I don't know if that's Soyuncu or Soyuncu. I don't know. I'm not Turkish. Vallejo, Hernandez, and Lindelof. That's our center back. Next starting center back, one of those four. You know, we're starting to actually get in names that people know. And if you thought we were getting names people knew with this category, wait until you see the next category. All right, guys. So next category, lovely stuff here. It is forwards, new starting forward, probably going to replace Mateo Cassiera. And we're starting our big boy names. Anthony Martial. You see all the greens, 89 movement, 89 finishing. Nothing saying that he wouldn't come and check us out, although we didn't. I don't think we ran a scout report. We just got this. No, you guys said go get Martial, and then there was no reason to run a scout report. Because there's some players that we just know all their stats without having to scout them. I mean, you see all the greens, you know the name. It's Anthony Martial. You know, one of the biggest players in the world. Next up is Brielle Mbolo, a little bit more of a attainable target for sure, cheaper target as well. Mbolo, 82 finishing, 91 pace, 82 strength. I mean, he is like the starter FIFA striker because he's so damn good. He's got good physical skills, and he's got good physical skills, excuse me, and he's clinical in the box. Some of the other technical skills could use some work, but you can't argue with 82 finishing, especially on our team. Like, let's just do a compare with our best forward, which we would say is probably Moise Kean, and you see he bodies Moise Kean on literally almost every stat. Look at the shooting, look at the strength, look at the drip. I mean, he is working over our consensus best forward, Moise Kean. So Mbolo would be an extremely good addition to the squad. Next up is Casper Dolberg over at Ajax, 82 finishing as well, 87 aerial ability, 91 strength. Not as fast as Brielle Mbolo, but you know, he's still a good target. He's still a clinical finisher. So Dolberg would be a great choice as well. Another excellent choice, and we're back on the pacey side, is Moussa Dembele over at Celtic. 80 finishing, 90 pace and strength, 81 work rate. You know, like, I mean, these are the big boy heavy hitters. I think this might be the first category I've ever done where you guys will know every single player. Like, it's not just some, you know, wonder kid that I just had to dig up out the grades or got suggested from the comments. These are known, you know, internationally known players. So yeah, Moussa Dembele. And then the final one, internationally known, speaking of that, Timo Werner at Leipzig. Speed for days, 93 pace. Look at all the greens again. He's just like Martial. I didn't scout him because we all knew. The game knew his statistics. I mean, you see all the greens. Timo Werner, going to put the poll up now. Martial, Mbolo, Dolberg, Dembele, or Werner. Who should we sign next? Now, let's talk about the episode for tomorrow on Monday. This is going up around probably 7 or 8. I'm not going to record the Monday episode until basically 24 hours have passed since I uploaded this episode, because I want to make sure you guys get at least a day to vote. We're going to play 5 games next episode. We're going to play our 3 friendlies against Guingamp, Metz, and Alger. And then we're going to play the French Shield match against Monaco. And finally, we'll do the first Ligue 1 match against Angers SCO. And then we'll get started on this season, baby. We got games. We got games and we're going to get dubs. So without further ado, with all that said, guys, thank you so much for checking out this episode. It's kind of a half episode, quick episode, bang, bang, bang kind of episode with the Tours FC boys. One more thing, because I don't want you guys to get to thinking about that. I'm not going to put a poll up here because we've got 3 club points now because I've been opening these free packs. And I can't decide if I want to use it on stadium capacity to heal injuries or on training to get a new drill, because those are the only things we can use 3 club points on. The rest require 5 or higher. So just want you guys to think about that. Not going to put a poll up, but probably more so do an official poll the next episode. I just kind of want to know what you guys think. Maybe drop some ideas in the comments, or should I save them and then I'll probably make an official poll next episode, just because you know, we're not there yet. We got time. This is not an urgent thing. But with all that said, guys, thank you so much for watching this episode. Made this far, like the video, man. We got some, you know, 62 million pounds in the bank. We're gonna do some big things. We're gonna go for a repeat on the Ligue 2 title. We're going to go for the treble. You know, I want to win cups, right? Trophy cabinet is getting full. Why is manager crashed? There it goes. Trophy cabinet is getting full. Ligue 1 title, Ligue 2 title. I want to fill out some of these cup titles, these Champions League titles. I want to start off the season with the French Shield. That would be lovely. That's why I really want to get some of these big boy transfers done before the Monaco match. We've got about a month before that, so I think we've got a good chance. We literally have, oh my god, we have a friendly the day before the French Shield match. That's fun. But probably that friendly match will really be like the rotational, like all the subs will be playing that match. That would be fun. So with all that said, guys, thank you so much for watching this episode, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Peace.